Ashley Prendiville, former singles champion here. The old Croke Park is now closing. Do you have any good memories from here?
Yeah, I have plenty of good memories and a few bad ones as well, unfortunately. I suppose my earliest memories go back to coming to Munskull. I would have played here when I was in school. To be honest, at the time I didn't know what the place represented, or I didn't understand the prestige of playing here at the time. I think it was the only time I ever played in the 40x20 court here actually, but I have fond memories of playing, and I suppose it was very competitive at the time. It was just good crack. And little did I know that years later I'd be playing one of my first senior singles finals here in Croke Park, which I suppose is a very sweet memory for me. It was actually the only senior All-Ireland that I won here in Croke Park. I played my other two in other courts, but I suppose I'm glad to say that I have an All-Ireland from here. It has that prestige in men and ladies handball, so I'm delighted with that.
There certainly could be a good atmosphere here. Do you have any memories of that at all?
To be honest, very little of the actual day of the All-Ireland that I played in. I suppose at the time I was trying to cut out all the noise and the atmosphere, because when you're inside in the court you're just concentrating on one thing. But when I was looking at Katrina and Martina going in here in the 2019 final, I didn't really envy them. I suppose it's a pretty intimidating place. I've one actual memory of playing in that senior singles final. I was down by a couple of aces and I was beginning to panic. And every time I went to serve, in the glass wall, my dad's best friend was standing there and he was eating a sandwich looking up at me, Freddie. And I just couldn't concentrate because he kept catching my eye. It was the first time I'd played here, so I think he realised that he was throwing me, so next thing he moved and went into the back court, and I kind of took off then from there, But yeah, my memories are vague from that, because I suppose on the day but I remember afterwards it was just prestige and having won an All-Ireland here in Croke Park. Yeah.
Certainly the win would be up there, but is there any other particular highs you can remember from here?
I suppose I'd have to mention last year's All-Ireland, Ladies All-Ireland. I was here. One of the minor Kerry boys was playing, so I stayed around then for Katrina Martina's game, and it was a phenomenal game at the time. That would have to be one of the highlights ever here. I remember the crowd just going mental. It was a 21-20 tiebreaker, so I'd have to mention that as well.